Hey, you fabulous bunch of people, welcome to Mood, the podcast that's here to sprinkle a little humour, drop some wisdom bombs, and occasionally let out a well-placed swear word or two. Mood, we're relatable as fuck.
Hello.
Hello.
Ding, 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 ding. Tis the season for your Tis Mood podcast.
It is indeed.
How the fuck is everybody doing?
I know. Episode 18.
Is it 18?
It's
you know
18.
You know how most people have intros to their podcasts? Ours is usually, what episode is this?
What episode is this?
I can't remember.
Yeah. Episode 18. Yeah.
Whoops. Pushing out my earphone already. And it is our Christmas episode, which will probably be released May 2020. No, 25.
It's not wrong. It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it is true. Yeah. This is just how we roll. We're very light and breezy here.
Yeah. How is everyone in this glorious hot weather? Just covering all bases. Yeah.
How was your Easter and Valentine's
How was your
Day?
Easter? Yeah.
Summer holidays booked around the corner.
Oh, mate. It's all good.
You know, we are the latest and we're on trend always. We're never behind the times.
Yeah,
We're always
100%.
Always ready to go for definite.
Yeah.
But it is December. And if you're listening to this and in May, we are just about to break up for work in like 2 weeks and we're feeling very festive. So we've got some really stupid shit on our heads just to, make it Christmassy because, we're broke and we found these things in our houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our last episode of the year, potentially. Yeah, because whilst, yes, we're going to break up from work in a couple of weeks, we're also just going to take a break over Christmas and spend time with our families and do Christmassy things. But we are going to be back in the new year. Loads of things, and we keep saying, I know.
2027.
2027. There are loads of things going on, loads of things we want to do, loads of good plans for, what year is it? 2025. So,
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. We know we've been a bit MIA, but we still love you. And we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're just working shit out in the background. That's all we're doing. Yeah,
absolutely. And this is our first year. Is this like our year anniversary almost of doing the podcast?
Yeah. No, it was January. January will be. So we've got to do a 1 year anniversary.
We do need to do a 1 year anniversary. Yeah. It's been an interesting year. Like we've had. Do you know what? I'll give us a pat on our own backs here because like. Our first year, we got guests on. We spoke about loads of different things. We were online, we were offline.
Yeah.
We were just, and we've done it.
Trying to live life. We're trying to
live life,
work it all out.
Absolutely, I'm proud of us. We've actually stuck to it. We haven't fallen out, and we managed to get past the 10 mark, which is usually where a podcast drops off. So fair play to us for keeping it going. Absolutely. And obviously, thank you to everybody who has listened in and. Just kept in touch with the account, and obviously you can follow us on Instagram. We're now on YouTube and we're still growing as we go. So the first year was never going to run smooth, but here we are now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you learn loads of things, right? This is like our little pilot year. We've learned loads from it.
Yep.
And we've got a vision and we're going to run with that vision. We're just going to see how we go. And that's the plan, guys. See where the wind blows.
For definite. And the one episode, because I was looking at our Spotify Wrapped for the year as to like what the biggest episode was for you guys, was actually the Hopeless Romantic one. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, I strongly recommend you do. We had Jamal on as a guest, and it was all about relationships. And we've been promising him ever since we'll have him back on again. But you've probably just guessed from what we were just saying, we're quite shit at getting things off the ground once we started, but we will do. And he was a great guest. But that is the one that you guys absolutely love. We know it's I think it's actually one of our favorites as well. Like we've loved all our guests, but that one just hit a lot of people. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep doing stuff like that in the new year. What has been your highlight for the year of Mood for us, Lynette?
That was going to be one of my questions too. I was going to ask for your top 3, but the highlight. So yeah, I was thinking about top 3 moments. I think it has to be just getting it off the ground and doing it, and like facing fears of putting myself out there on social media. There was this. I don't know what, there was a big barrier for me in terms of, letting things out and just kind of being free on the podcast and just saying whatever you wanted to say. And so that, I think that's just the highlight, is just just starting it, I think, for me. And I should have gone backwards, shouldn't I? So that was
No, you're all right.
Yeah. The other thing on my list, one of my favourite episodes, I think, has to be, it was really nice because we had loads of guests at the start. So we had Jamal, and we had Nikki, and we had Anna, and we had Robin, and it was really, really lovely. And Becca, but there was one which I think was one of the first ones where it's just us, apart from the pilot. The first one we did on our own, I think, and I'm probably completely wrong, but the pet peeves episode we did, where we literally laughed like the whole, like my stomach hurt so much. That was one of my favourite episodes, I think, that we did, where we had our partners kind of write what annoyed them about us. Really, really funny. I even had like my friend, like, who was listening to it in Dubai, going, "Oh my God, like this. You're just laughing the whole way through. It's just cracking me up." So that was my favourite episode. And the third thing I was going to say was all of the guests that we had as well. And getting to know everyone, and just I just love meeting new people and talking to people, and getting different views on things, and having these topics that we don't always talk about. And I think it's easy to working remotely and working at home, and when you're on your own and you're only talking to work colleagues, and the whole like going out, it's not really done anymore and things like that. So to have this and to be able to speak to just about anything, it's not your partner, it's not your kids, it's not your family or whatever, and to do that, I think, has been one of my highlights as well. Just to go, just talk shit. Just whatever. What do you want to talk about?
Absolutely.
Don't care. Whatever, anything. Yeah. Just anything. Yeah.
I wish we could record our vents sometimes when we're having a stressful day, because those ones would be classic. But I mean, maybe not. I love those ones, but no, I think it's so hard, because I feel like some of my top 3 moments this year with you have actually been some of them offline as well as like online as well, which is really strange. But definitely asking to do the podcast, I'd say, has like been, that was like a great thing to do, because we wouldn't be sitting here now with like nearly 20 episodes under our belt.
Yeah.
For starters. The second one, I have to say, one of them I think merged together mainly is the one we did with Nikki and the one we did with Jamal, because they were just the real feels. Like, we were really honest and open, and we were really vulnerable. We did like letters to our exes, and I think there were really good things that we did, and we spoke about a lot of stuff. And there was all kinds of emotions. We had people getting upset and stuff, and like obviously teary, and not in a messed up way. I kind of love stuff like that, because that's real, authentic, like people just exposing themselves, and raw emotions, and I love that. I live for it. The actual third thing, and it actually hit me when we went for our work Christmas party, is like, I know what a bubbly, like lovely person you are anyways, right? Because obviously I get to experience it, but watching you be like that with other people, and just, I find this fucking fun to watch, like, because you have got no.
You did put it in a nice way.
I feel like if we were in the office every day, we would literally be dangerous. Like, we would drive people mad, but we definitely had that camaraderie with everybody. Like, not that we don't, but you know what I mean? Like, there'd just be a different vibe if it'd been like before the pandemic, and just watching you be with other people and how you are with them, and you're so bubbly and you're so caring, you're so loving, you're just funny as fuck as well, like, and you just like you go from one extreme of what I love about you is that you go from like one extreme of saying what's on your mind or just thinking out loud, and then you instantly regret it, and then you doubt yourself as soon as you do it, and then you panic that you've upset someone. It just makes me love you more, because I'm like, I love that, because you're just like, I don't give a shit, and you're like, oh fuck, but actually
I do give a shit.
I give a lot of shit. I love that. So it's so funny. I love just
the last week or so. Like,
I just don't think there's anything wrong with being that way, to be honest. Like, it's just funny because it's just tell it like it is. Like, there's no
Why
shits
fuck
given.
not?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
they're not hurting
but
anyone. Like,
no,
just saying
absolutely.
it.
Just saying, that people look like certain celebrities and stuff. You might cause offense. I don't know, something like that. Like,
To be fair, like if anyone is listening to this, and he won't be listening to this, I
we might
highly
make him
doubt.
listen to this after.
We might make him listen to this one. And to be fair, like, guys, tell us, like, Ed Sheeran is not like an ugly bloke. He is not. I love his music. And what is it actually? Do you know what the word I was looking for? Actually, was from, I don't know if you've been watching I'm a Celebrity and Talisa on I'm a Celebrity and like some of the articles around her. There was an article that came out to say she's demisexual, which means she's like attracted to like there has to be like an emotional, personal connection with that. And I'm not saying that I'm like that with Ed Sheeran. What I'm saying is that
I'm wondering where you're going with this. Oh my god, careful what you say next. This is exactly
he's not an ugly bloke.
This is exactly my example of when you say something and then you're like, oh fuck.
He's very talented.
Yeah.
And he's attractive in like he's got so much talent, he's got so much emotion. And he's not an ugly bloke. I'm just trying to say, like, Ed Sheeran's a great guy.
No, absolutely. I get where you're going with it, right? Because it's not always. I mean, you took the long way around to get there, but we got there.
I talked about Talisa and I'm a celeb and demisexuality.
We went
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Up the mountains, round the valley, through the river, back there. We got there.
Basically, I'm sorry that I said that someone looked like Ed Sheeran. He wasn't happy about it.
And I don't think it was a bad thing. I think they do look a bit like Ed Sheeran. I think it's got that like kind of like styled hair and stuff and whatever. But I get what you're saying. Like the whole, I'm attracted to personality, and I don't think it's always about looks. Are definitely a bonus, obviously, but I'm attracted to if you like challenge me, if you make me laugh. Like I'm attracted to not just the looks. It really is about how the brain works. So I kind of get where Talise is coming from. I wouldn't say I'm demisexual or anything like that. I just think I'm attracted to how there is physical attraction, but there's also mental attraction as well. So
exactly.
I get it. And I get what I get what you're saying about Ed Sheeran. I think also musicians there's just something hot about a musician in general. Like it's just hot. They're talented. You watch like guitarists are like, oh my god.
Drummers though. Drummers.
Hot. Okay, interesting.
The beats.
Yeah, drummers are hot
it's the beats.
I love you. I fucking love you, crazy bitch.
Have you watched a drummer just go absolutely mental though?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like I've got we've had this conversation before, but my old tutors from like years ago, like I used to love watching my tutor because he's a drummer. I used to love watching drum. They do like the faces they pull, and you can see they really get into the music. Like,
and I think that's what it is.
Musicians, it's just hot, okay? It's hot.
I think that's what it is. I think drummers are quite passionate as well, and you have to be just sitting there in the background. You've got to make yourself known, and you're like you're driving that beat, right? And it's that beat behind in the drum. Drum solos.
It's true. But it's funny because like I feel like bass players are just like they're so chill and they're just like they're like I don't need to be here, but I'm gonna be here on the side. And then guitarists, I feel like the guitarists are like the love makers. They're like the real like really catcher. Like singers obviously is the lyrics and stuff, but like guitarists, it's just something hot about watching. Something hot about watching a guy play a guitar. I don't know what it is. I went and saw a band. When was it? I've seen. So there's a band that I like. Actually, we've mentioned them before. There's a Canadian band that I got introduced to. Anyways, the guy who like he's a great singer, but also he's a guitarist as well. And there's bits in like his gigs when he does like one of his bands and even the other band. Whereas they almost like just ignore everybody, like they forget there's an audience even there, and they're just jamming and they come closer together and jam as a group. And there's just something really hot about watching that because you're just like they're just so in the moment, they're so like in the zone, and it's like the little bonding thing between them is really cool. But it's just seeing them just jam it out, facial expressions, everything. It's just very it's attractive to watch.
And it's the connections between them all. Like they get it, they get each other, and it's watching them get each other on like such a deep level as well. There's something
music
about it.
Music is a passion, dancing is a passion, singing, like playing instrument, all of that is just
definitely
thumbs up. 2 thumbs up on that one. Very sexy. We should have some water.
Cool down, Get the fan
Come
on.
on.
It's May.
Got me
Fucking
feeling
hell,
well.
yeah, open a window.
Feeling well necessary. It's May. Well, that's not what I expected the conversation to start at all. But this is what happens. This happens when we don't have an agenda.
It's true. It's true. It's where we got to. It's
I
where
like
we got
it.
to. Yeah.
Now, the question I have is because,
Yes.
you know, for old time's sake, did you do
Yeah.
any would you rathers or like any questions, you know, just a little game? Do you have anything? I have some, but I'm just wondering if you do.
I do. Do you want to start?
Yeah, okay. I won't lie, I chat GPT these because, you know, sometimes we don't have time. So I did 5 would you rathers and I thought I haven't even read them myself, so this would be really interesting. They came up quick and I was like, I'll make sure we read them at the same time together.
Okay.
So bear in mind it's chat GPT, so it might not be great. Would you rather accidentally send your entire family a naughty Christmas selfie or open a spicy gift from your partner in front of them?
So repeat that again. Can you repeat the question, please?
Would you rather? Yeah, I will. I'll say it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you rather accidentally send your entire family a naughty Christmas selfie? So basically a selfie that's nude, like it's essentially.
Oh my God, open the present.
You'd open the present in front of your family. All right.
Yeah.
So hang on. Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Both, I don't know. Oh, okay. So this is where it's difficult, right? Because the photo is something that I won't be there to see their reaction if I've sent it. Say, for example, I'm not in the room or I'm not there and I've sent it, right?
Yeah,
so that way I don't
have it.
I know they have it and it's multiple family members. But then the other thing is if you sit there like with Turbo
Turbo what? Next? What's it called?
Turbo 3000. Like, I don't even know. That sounds like a hairdryer. Pretty sure it's a hairdryer. If you open your Turbo 3000 blow dryer, for example, in front of your family, and then that's just sitting there. I don't know.
I'm going to stick with present because
Okay.
I'd like to think, and I'm probably very wrong, that my family, in my head, I'd like to think my family are quite ignorant to what it might be.
They wouldn't know what it is.
They wouldn't know what it is. They'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, and you can quickly kind of, hide it away. Whereas the selfie, a nude selfie, which is out there like in the family chat, yeah, it's more. I think it carries more like what the fuck, what's going on?
No, mine.
Yeah.
Like my mum be like, "Oh, I've got that same one." Like,
Send it like thumbs up.
the gift would be dangerous. No, my and what? Imagine if someone else opens it by accident. Like you know how that happens when someone else opens someone else's gift. You know, because you sit there with father-in-law's opening my gift. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
no, like bit dangerous.
Exactly.
So.
And like if you
I
sent it and it was in your and then like say for example, I don't know if they have this, but like on WhatsApp or like Messenger, it'd be like, oh, a year ago Lex sent you this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God, there's that as well. Then you're never gonna get away from it. Oh fuck.
Exactly.
Oh, maybe the gift is it. But then every Christmas you'd be like, do you remember that? Do you remember that time Lex had that gift? Like
Yeah,
there'd be that
it was
as
chocolate.
well.
Yeah, it was just
Yes.
a joke chocolate thing. Yeah, it's just chocolate.
Alec joke chocolate.
Yeah, it was brown, so. What colour's yours? I don't know.
You know how we said we were gonna like try
Oh,
a
is it
version
live?
of
Oh, yeah.
live? No, this is keep bringing it, just keep it in. It's so funny. So just so you know, Lynette and I were like, we've been talking about filtering, like editing. Sorry, not even filtering. We're not going to filter. No filter. We were talking about how we could maybe do like less edits and essentially be all like more authentic as well. And we just said, how about if we just never do edits and we just leave it as it is? You guys hear all the raw cuts of what we say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have a habit of saying something and we're like, oh, maybe we should take that out when we listen back to it again. So. You might hear this, you may not. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? If you do, Merry Christmas. That's all I'm saying.
Merry Christmas.
To be fair, my family of filth, they really wouldn't give a shit. They'd be like, good on you, like, oh, they wouldn't give a toss. So,
Fair enough.
right, let's ask another question. I'm just having a look. Oh, some of them a lot are the same. Okay, maybe might be a good one. Would you rather get caught making out under the mistletoe with someone unexpected or have your drunk relative reveal all your embarrassing secrets at Christmas dinner?
Oh, man.
I know. The scandals, though, that they could bring out.
Scandals.
Scandals.
Oh.
I feel like,
That's tough.
Maybe I'm trying to think, what would they say? That's what's the
Yeah,
worry.
exactly. Yeah. But who's this unexpected person?
I know, right? Maybe it's like the Amazon delivery person or something. I don't know. It could be
Yeah,
someone really
the
random.
postman. Yeah,
The postman, yeah.
the postman. I think.
Or it could be like a friend of the family that's come around for Christmas and you've just randomly started making out with them under the tree. I don't know. I feel like you won't live that one down as much. Like I feel that would be harder to live down.
The mistletoe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And embarrassing
Yeah.
moments, they're done. So what are you going to do? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But like embarrassing moments, not like deepest, darkest secrets, right?
Not like I know what you were up to last Christmas or whatever with so and so, and you're like, oh shit, like I didn't mean for you to tell everybody. How do you know?
Yeah, I know what you did that time when you were like 23.
Yeah.
Down in Newquay. No, I'm joking. I think that a relative. Yeah.
I think the relative as well.
Yeah.
I'll be like, they're drunk. They don't know what to talk about. Chat
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Yeah, it's alcoholic.
Who are
so,
you even invited? You invited Uncle Steve anyways. Like, fucking
Uncle
hell.
Steve. Yeah. How many whiskies has he had? Didn't know I had an Uncle Steve.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't even bother to do a Greek name. I literally went with the most like English name possible. Steve. Not my uncle, clearly.
Steve.
It's Ricky's uncle, clearly. It's not my uncle. Oh, Uncle Stavros. There we go.
Uncle Stavros. Not your typical Greek uncle.
Not your typical Greek. Absolutely. Let me see if I can find one more on here. God, a lot of these are the same. That's really annoying. There's one that I'm like, I don't know if we'd want to answer that one, but I'll give it a go. Fuck it. Would you rather have to moan ho 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 every time you finish, or call your partner Santa during intimate moments? Fuck.
Oh my god.
I just think if you swapped the H and the O around, I think you'd be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the first one.
Yeah, I
think I knew someone called Santa once. So
stop.
I did. Was it you I was having a conversation with? Oh no, it was someone else I was having a conversation with about weird names. Yeah.
It's Santa.
I did know someone called Santa once, yeah, in my primary school.
What was their surname?
Oh, I couldn't tell you what the surname
Claus.
was. Yeah. It might well have been.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Their family must have loved Christmas or something.
Yeah. But I was also saying, I knew when I started working, I used to look after contractors. One of my first contractors was called Spaceman.
That's actual name.
Yeah. His actual name. Like if you Google him, I won't say his full name, obviously, GDPR, but yeah, he's Spaceman.
Oh my god. I used to know I used to have someone in my school called Elvis. There was actually someone called Elvis.
That's quite nice.
Yeah. Didn't look anything like it wasn't like the style or anything, but that's the thing with certain names, because it's like obviously that's a name and you can use that name, but it's when someone's using it again, it's like, I don't know, it just seems really like Adolf, like, you know, like Elvis, like famous names for really random reasons, like
Adolf.
Jesus,
Were you with
Adolf. Well, have you really seen a lot of people use that name since? Like Elvis is quite a unique. Like not a lot of people use that name, right? Because you immediately associate it with like Elvis Presley. Whereas if you had like Michael, you wouldn't think of Michael Jackson, Michael Bublé. Exactly, just like Michael.
Yeah.
So, it's weird, but it's like, and then like Jesus is like Jesus, for example. I actually really like that name.
Jesus.
But yeah, Jesus, I think it's a lovely name. But weird one. Santa.
Yeah. So no, my would be ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho, got it.
Ho, ho,
I think I would
you?
agree with that also. Yeah, I think definitely, because why would I be shouting out Santa's name in the middle of enjoying myself? Like it just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I mean, he does come at the happiest time of the year, so it's true.
There's all the jokes about coming down your chimney and all that stuff. Like, you know, hey,
keeping it clean.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Anyways, that's my disgusting questions out of the window. Mine are always NSFW, honestly. Like, it's just how I roll.
That's it. Go on.
Go on.
Might have to cut it out, Lex.
No, really?
I don't know. How weird is this one? So I've just like Googled like random like would you rathers. So if you had two penises,
yes,
would you rather have them side by side or on top of one another?
I'm just trying to work out like the logistic. Okay, I think it have to be on top of each other because I think leg wise that would just be really fucking annoying. Like if they're side by side, you're just gonna keep. You know, like those executive like ball games you get on people's desks. I think guys struggle with one as it is. I feel like two would be a real fucking pain in the ass. So I'd say one on top of each other.
Yeah, I agree.
I think keep it in. Screw it. I think keep it. Just do it. It's fine.
I agree, because if like one was, you know, happy, then I think it would make more sense. Yeah, like one, like the bottom one would maybe bring the other one up, but if they were side to side, you'd be like
like a pillar of support. Helps the other one out. Oh god.
Oh dear. Oh god.
I think so. Yeah, I've seen situations where that, I don't know if they're real or not, but I've seen where guys they've had two. Like, yeah.
Where?
Obviously, I won't tell you where, but like, no, obviously you know where, but like,
where? What? Where have you seen this situation?
I don't even know how, but I know I have. There is such thing as a double D, like, but I don't know. We'll have to Google it after or something. I don't know.
A true thing.
You know what? Safe search off.
Yeah, exactly. Private.
Yeah, there is such a thing. I don't know how true it is, but it is such a thing. Oh my god, don't go on Google Images for God's sake. Oh, gee, yeah, it's real. Very real. Jesus. Oh, some of the pitch. Oh, my eyes.
my eyes.
And yeah, I can't stop looking. Oh my sweet Jesus.
What
my
did
god,
you Google? It came
double
up straight
dicks.
away.
Double
history.
dicks, are they real? Literally, my history is gonna look great.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what I googled. Some were like same size, and some were like one way bigger than the other. Like different sizes. I couldn't say it. Why am I struggling?
Different sizes.
Different sizes, yeah. So yeah, again, didn't think that was where we were going to take this conversation.
No,
today, but here
sorry
we are.
guys.
I love it. Did you have another question?
I could do. I mean, there were pretty. I don't know why all the NSFW ones are coming up. There was one which was, would you rather whip or be whipped? Whipped. Cool whip.
Cool whip. Oh, be whipped for definite. Like, I feel like more so. But then I kind of do want to do it and just see the reaction. But I'm not someone who like enjoys getting a. Hang on.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Because I'm about to say I'm not like someone who gets a kick out of like hurting somebody or being mean to them or winding them up. But I do torment Ricky quite a lot, but not obviously in that way. But I'm just aware that as soon as if he hears this, he'll be like, "Fuck off, yeah, you do." So that's why I'm just like, hang on a sec.
Yeah.
I like tickling him or like I'll try and pinch him and stuff like that. So I do that. But like, no, I've never like not the idea of whipping someone. Like, it's not my thing. But to be whipped, yeah, sure, why not? I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You too, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't want to like, like, is that okay? I'm so sorry. Like, is that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, do you want a plaster for that? Oh, it looks a bit red.
Shall I get some ice? Like, yeah, I don't know. I think whips. I feel like the whip is like fucking extreme. Like slap, like spank, whatever. Yeah, fine. But like whip is like what's next. Yeah, like ringleaders or something
like,
all of a sudden.
Or
like
a cowboy or something. Yeah.
Literally, like, it's fucking circus. What is this? Like, I'm like, why do you want me to... I'd find it weird, I think, if someone even asked me to do that. But like, fine, but it's no. We're not going out again after that, sure, but no.
Love it.
That would be the story that you tell all your friends after. You'd be like, oh, you know, one guy asked me to whip him.
Yeah. And then he cried.
He really enjoyed it. He cried a lot and he loved it. Actually, I kind of liked it too.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I love how you and I are always like, oh dear. Like, oh man. Did you have any other questions, or was that you all NSFW'd out?
Yeah, so I'm all NSFW'd out. I don't know if we could where it would go from here, to be honest. But yeah.
Well, we can talk about Christmas because that's the one thing we've kind of missed out, really, which is what this is all
Yes.
about.
Yes.
So I think all right, okay, maybe let me ask you certain things and see, because I was having this on my group chat today. Let's talk food for Christmas.
Oh.
Mince pies, yay or nay?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Do you put like,
I'm a
go on.
minority in my family, I think,
Yeah,
for mince pies.
I'm not a big fan of them. I've like had them when there's like nothing else to eat, and if I'm desperate, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll have a bit. But I'm
Yeah.
not. I'd want cream and custard or whatever. I don't really like them.
Yes.
So
I don't think I could finish. It's always difficult to finish, I find. Like the first bite's really
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
The pastry has to be really short and really a lot of sugar on it. And then you get to halfway and it's like, oh, I can't finish it unless it's with ice cream and it only at Christmas as well. And like I feel like I have to have one. Not
okay,
because I want to have one, but like, oh, it's
yeah.
Christmas. So, and it's, you don't get mince pies the rest of the year.
So you like screw
So,
it.
yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like an apple
I'm
pie, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like that with turkey. I'm not the big. I couldn't give a shit about turkey. Couldn't give a shit if I
Yeah.
ever ate it again. But if someone says to me you're not having turkey at Christmas, I'll be like, why not? That's the only time
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat it. I have to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it. It's tradition. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. What about Christmas puddings?
Again, it's similar to mince pies. Like if it's like
Mm.
with the brandy and stuff, like I have a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
And like my mum will like get a Christmas pudding, and then she'll do like the brandy sauce and stuff like that. So I'll have some. But you're always so stuffed after like
yeah.
Christmas lunch though, and it's like there's no real room for Christmas pudding. You're like eating it because it's Christmas Day. That's what I
It is one of
find.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually, I see. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a mince pie fan, but actually, Christmas pudding, I've grown to love over the years. I never used to like
yeah,
it. And like Christmas cake, like just doesn't do it for me unless it's like the only bit I'd eat on the Christmas cake is like the marzipan and the icing. Couldn't give a shit about the rest of the fruit cake. Like
yeah,
it's not my
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
Christmas puddings, I've grown to really like. But again, needs like a load of like needs the
yeah,
brandy, needs
yeah.
cream, needs custard, like all those
Yeah.
things to add to it.
Steamed, right? And like,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My
Okay.
auntie's really old school as well. Like she won't microwave it, even though you can. She'll be like, no, it
So,
has to be
yeah,
steamed. I have to have it
yeah,
cooked the tradition. Like she's very particular. Like
yeah,
to the minute. Like she has to have it exact timing.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's
like
not, you
that's
can't just
it.
stick it in the microwave.
It's not the
Like,
same.
not
Like
the
it's not the same.
same. Yeah, yeah.
So how about Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, I'll take them. I'll eat them. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm not like oh no, I won't just leave them on the plate, but they'll have to be like soft and
Go
covered in
on.
butter.
Oh yeah, like so
Yeah.
I kind of get it because it's weird because I used to know loads of people like that hated Brussels sprouts like I did, and now as I think as you get older, I think people's palate changes obviously, and you get more people saying, "Yeah, yeah, I love a Brussels sprout, like it's delish." For
Yeah.
me, I've never liked them. The only time I actually did enjoy them was my mum cooked them in like cream, bacon, bit of brandy sauce, and whatever, and I was
Ooh.
like, okay, they're back in that respect. They're banging because I can't really taste that aftertaste of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they just look I mean, like they just don't look appealing on a plate. They're always overcooked when I've seen people cook them. Like just
Yeah.
not my thing.
Yeah.
So that one is always a bit like,
Yeah.
not sure.
Fair
Do you
enough.
guys have like what's like your Christmas tradition? Is there one?
Uh, we don't really. We don't really have any yet. Like as a family, I guess it's
Mm.
like we always. I think we've hosted one Christmas as a family.
Hmm.
For like my
How was
mum
that?
and my nephew. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Stressful. I didn't do much cooking to be fair. Like Dave did a lot of the cooking, so it was
That's why it
like,
was a good time.
yeah, I had a great time. I don't know. Yeah,
Brilliant.
maybe ask Dave to see how
Do
he
it
found
again
it.
every year.
Yeah, exactly. But that, yeah, so that was quite nice. And I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know. Like, did I have any traditions like growing up? I can't. I don't think there isn't anything that sticks out. But I remember Dave tells me like he used to with his family on Christmas Eve. They always get a takeaway. They get a takeaway on
Okay.
Christmas Eve.
That's
So no one
nice.
cooks. And then their Christmas Day breakfast, they have like prosecco. So they start the prosecco early, and then they'll have like I want to say like smoked salmon rolls or muffins or something. You know, there's always
Nice.
like a
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
breakfast. So there's that, and then I'm gonna say tradition. So to be fair, like with my family, we do midnight mass and then do like
cool.
And if we didn't do midnight mass, then we'd do like the morning, like the first mass of Christmas Day. So that would be like growing up. That's what I remember doing, is like staying up really late and then going to like church at like 11 o'clock in the evening, and then and then everyone saying Merry Christmas at like midnight. So
I like that. No, it's good. It's good.
What about you?
Do you know what? You actually reminded me of something, because I forgot that we were doing this. But Christmas Eve, we've either just spent it at home with family, or we've actually gone out with friends. Like we've gone to friends' houses and done like a little Christmas party for like the evening, like a little shindig. So we've done that. We used to do with my stepmom's family, and I miss it a lot. Actually, it's really sad. Like my stepmom's mum passed away a couple of years ago, and every year that we'd go around for Christmas morning, and we'd go really early because we had Christmas Day with my family, and we'd go around early morning, and she would put like a whole spread out. So like you said, like salmon, there'd be like the salmon moussing that we used to really love, like loads of cheeses, breads, like olive spread, like just fucking everything, a massive pot of tea. And we'd all eat together. Like it'd be my stepmom, me, my brother, my half sisters, and like my step parents essentially. And then we'd go with them, and then we'd then go to my grandma's house, and then we'd have like a massive Christmas lunch, and then we'd be obviously stuffed because we ate too much at breakfast and stuff. But that was always like the thing we did, and it was always lovely. Like it was always like, oh god, we got to get really early, but it was totally worth it every single time. And it was really nice. But like actually now, like because we've been changing our Christmas tradition the last couple of years here and there, like we haven't really got one at the moment. I think it's kind of phased out slightly, but I feel like we need to bring something back in again.
No, that's it. So I think I said in a message to you. So we do like not a Christmas Day tradition, but what we do with the kids is we get them to choose like an ornament each.
I love that.
So like go to the shop, and like it doesn't matter how gaudy it is, or if it doesn't go, like we don't really have a theme really to our Christmas tree. It's just like whatever, like throw everything on it. And so they'll pick one. So there's like random. It's like a thing of like, this is what they're really into this year, and so we do that. So like the tree is just full of like random, like there's a dinosaur on it in glitter with a Santa hat, and there's like ballerinas and birds and owls and all that sort of stuff. So in terms of like a Christmas, that's one that we have so far, but like nothing yet on Christmas Day. Like yourself, like it's the landscape's changing over the last few years of Christmas. So it's just trying to find that groove and trying to get into because it's nice to like do little
I would love to do. It's so difficult because I feel like when I was younger, like a lot of the cousins and that, we were all really close to family, and you had like all your grandparents and like everybody was there, and we'd all sometimes do the odd Christmas where we were all together. And obviously as we all got older, that kind of, and it's too many of us, and then like people stopped talking to each other and all that stuff, and then it just kind of phased out. But it's like I'd love to do like one big Christmas in like a massive house, like with family and friends, like when you see in the films and stuff. Like I'm a real like I do love Christmas, but sometimes like it's a bit overrated as well, depending on what you're doing. But I'm a Christmassy girl. But it'd be nice to do like a bit like a Home Alone kind of like massive kind of gaff. Have everybody around, all the presents and stuff. Like you get like the old people falling asleep in front of the TV. I'd love that. A really old school like 90s like kind of vibes for Christmas would be really nice to do. But I just don't feel like that's a thing anymore as such. Like it's changed. Like people used to watch like, I don't even know, do people still watch like the obviously King's Speech now, but do people still watch that? It's like, do people give a shit? Like, I don't know.
Not really. I don't think I ever, like it's on. I'll tell you what I used to love is like the soap Christmas specials. Like I'm like a big EastEnders girl. So I've got to watch that, and like I'm really annoyed. Like 2 weeks from Christmas, but I'm so behind. I'm like in September for EastEnders on my episodes.
You need to catch up. You need to catch up. Like,
do you watch EastEnders?
I used to be really into it when we started living with my stepdad, or stepdad moved in with us, or when we got a place together. He used to be really into the soap, so I got into them at that point. And then over the years, like we fell out of them, we just stopped watching them. But I love always just seeing the odd catch up every now and then. Yeah, watching like an old one on YouTube and something like that. Yeah. And then like the other day, it killed me because I was on the train going into work, and someone was watching EastEnders on their phone, and it just killed me because I was like, oh my god, it's like EastEnders 30 years ago, because every fucker that died is back in it again, and it's like Cindy's back, Kathy's back,
Ian's back.
It's just like what
Bill's still there.
It's insane. And apparently Grant's coming back at some point as well.
Yeah.
So it's insane, but I kind of love that's when it was good. Like that's when it was good. Like you had all them lot in it. So yeah, it's I used to love it. It's just fun time to watch it. And I used to love watching Hollyoaks. So I used to get really into Hollyoaks at one point as well.
Yeah.
And then, but again, timing and work and just you get to a point where once you've fallen out of it, it's so hard to catch up again. And you're like, fuck it. Yeah, you're like, they're back with them, or who's that person?
Yeah, I was so lost. Yeah. I'll tell you what I used to love at Christmas though was the Radio Times. So like growing up and getting that and like going and like because you used to have like it. Yeah, highlighting it, and you had to put the code in so like it would record. So you'd make sure the films would record, and like watching all the Christmas specials and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I used to always remember that.
They do it like the Early Fools and Horses Christmas specials. I remember the ones when it was like the last ones they did, like the last one they did before they then did those last couple, which I wasn't a big fan of, but like the last one when they got rich, I remember like because there was like millions of people watched that, but I remember sitting at I think we were at my stepfamily's house that evening. We were all watching it in front of the TV, and it was like wow. And then like just my grandma used to get the TV times, and she would start like highlighting like all the things that we wanted to watch as a family, like all that. Like you don't get it's all these things like little traditions that you just don't realize have just gone. Like watch the Generation Game, like it's really going back.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Cuddly
Do you know what? To be fair. What did you say? Cuddly toy.
Cuddly toy.
Cuddly toy. I did used to love the Generation Game.
Same.
I did get a Radio Times last year, and it just sat there.
Really?
But I was like, it's not like I just wanted to get it and just to look. Even though now you've got Sky and you can look at the TV guide on your phone and it's all on there, and it's like it's like
you miss things.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly
you miss things that you didn't realize were like, oh, that was a thing. Like at some point, do you know what hasn't changed at all in the last like? How many years that we've had them? Fucking Christmas crackers are still the same shit. Gifts. Same old shit. Yeah. Still the same shit. Nothing's changed. Still that crap paper hat. Still
the same rips when you try and put it on your head. Yeah. That's it.
Doesn't go
you might get nail clippers, or you might get mini pack of cards in there. You might get, and those are like the top prizes that you get.
Yeah, and you're sometimes like, you get that. Yeah, and then you forget all about it. And you don't even you don't know where it is. It's like...
Or you get like a shoehorn, which is about that big. You know, what the fuck am I going to do with that? Like, what's it?
The best one was the fish that you'd put on your hand, and it would change,
moved.
and it would you'd be like, that means you're a bitch. Like, it means you're angry. Like,
because it curled up like that. Yeah.
Oh, I used to get so excited when that one came out of the Christmas card. We're like,
yes, I've got the fish.
Brilliant.
Hold out your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like, what? How? Oh, you're sexy. It says that you're really hot and like fiery as a person. Like, that's so stupid. I fucking love it. And there's always that oh my god, it was always that kit like the rings one where you had to like pull them apart and put them together, and you could never do it as well. There was that one as well.
Puzzle.
Like, that's what I mean. Like these games haven't changed in like 30 something. Nothing's changed. Like,
this is it. Maybe there's a gap in the market for like
maybe
but
ridiculously expensive. I think it's what would you all right, so if you were making a Christmas cracker,
that's a question,
what would you put in? Yeah, I've seen ones where it's like screwdrivers and stuff. I feel like they're kind of handy. Again, you forget all about them.
They are handy, like if you wear glasses and stuff, or like if you want to fix something, or like your phone, or trying to get into your phone or something like that. Sometimes the screwdrivers are good for that. But maybe like shit.
Like a
batteries,
like a portable charger.
That'd be good.
A vape.
AirPods.
How fucking expensive are these Christmas crackers? Tiffany bracelet,
diamond ring.
Amazon vouchers, like
that'd be great. Oh, actually, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Fucking brilliant.
Imagine the fights over the crackers if there were like,
oh my god,
Amazon vouchers and money in them. Money.
That would, money. That'd be a good tradition. Like one of them's got like 50 quid in it, like, and then when you pull it and see. That would be like a good thing to do.
That is actually a good one.
Did you guys ever do? Because the Greeks do it, but I don't know if anyone else does it. There's a cake that you make at Christmas time, and you put £1 in it, and then whoever gets that slice. Like has like a good luck year and stuff. We used to do that like years ago. Yeah.
That's a good tradition.
Yeah, no one's done that in a really long time. Everyone's broke. You just tap it.
Just tap it. Yeah.
Credit card.
Cake. Yeah. That's just it. There's a Mondo in there, but there's no money in there.
Shit. Yeah.
Take the card.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Did you ever get the £1?
I can't remember. I want to say yes. I feel like I did, but I really can't remember. It was I think I did. I think all that, or someone gave it to me because they're like, oh, she's a kid, and they just felt sorry for me. Either way, I got
Yeah.
a pound at some point. I just can't
Yeah.
remember how I got it. But like it's because it was all wrapped up in foil and that, obviously, because germs.
Just
Now
makes
the
you-
thought of doing that now is just disgusting. It's like, why would you
Yeah,
put
what a pound
some
in
dirty
it? Like,
old
money is
coin
like the
in?
dirtiest thing you can, think of. So
Delicious.
funny.
Bacteria. Delicious. Have you ever okay, here's a question. Have you ever re-gifted a gift?
Um, Probably, like, not, but to like the school, like donate something to the school.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that, but not to like a person. I always worry. I even freak out like if the kids get like a present in a bag in a bag. I reuse the bags, and I always freak out going, oh my god, what if they gave me that bag? But like it's just good for the environment.
Oh,
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, my family fight over those bags. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
give me that. I'll use
Okay,
that for your
I'll take
birthday.
it.
Yeah, literally. No, just give it. We're all aware that's what happens.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, and I think Dave's parents are the same. Like wrapping paper, they're like, oh yeah, get that. That one's a good piece. Yeah, don't just rip it. Yeah, open it gently. Yeah, iron that out, and
It's true. I just think if you can reuse it, then fuck it. Like things like that are expensive and they're just a waste. Like I try and buy the bags more than the parcel paper because I just think I'd rather put it in a bag that's going to get reused again than and maybe throw in some tissue paper, call it a day, and be like, well, that's one less. I do like wrapping, but like I'd rather just do that. It's easier.
Yeah, Dave's family have this like ongoing joke, and I didn't get it for like the first couple of years, but they keep like these random boxes which like make appearances every year, and so there's one which is like a there's one which is like a pull-up bar like that you hang on the door, right? And it's the thing. I was like, oh, that'd be really good to get one of those. And they always put something different in it every year. Yeah. So it's like, oh, who's got the pull-up bar box this year? And then last year, I thought I got like a spiralized, and I was like, wicked, yeah, I'd love that. And they were all laughing at me because they were like, it's not a spiralizer in there. Don't be stupid. It'd be like candles, So but they do it. That's an ongoing joke that they have.
I like that.
Like, yeah. So. That's quite nice, quite funny.
That's their tradition, isn't it? What can you
And do you open presents like in front of everyone, or like do you have a time? Do you do before food, after let's talk about this because all right, so I don't know, I get it, but I always find it a bit weird. If I've given somebody a gift, no pressure, but I want them to open it in front of me because I just do. Like I spent that time and effort putting thought into it. I don't want to. All right, I guess because I don't want. If they hate it, then they're like, "Oh shit!" Because I'm also very shit at faking. Oh, that's so nice. Because we're all crap at it. It's so obvious. But I just find it weird that I'm like, I got you something, and then I don't see you open. I don't know. Like I just think it's weird. I don't get to see you open it. Yeah.
But I get it. I do get it. Our family, we don't actually open the Christmas present till quite late in the day. Like, we used to do when we were kids. It was first thing in the morning, obviously, because it's just easier. Now that we're older, mind you, and we've got my niece, obviously, but like we do it now as a family where I think she gets to open a couple of gifts in the morning on her own with her parents, and then the rest of the stuff she waits with us. We'll eat first, and then we'll open presents. That's like the next thing, and then we'll have dessert. That's kind of how we started doing it now. It's an easier time. I think it's an easier time because we're all sitting together, and then we do it in a way where we let each family member go, like do their moments, so everyone could be like, oh, lovely, and then like move on to the next person. So it's not like everyone opens them together.
As in, you would open all the gifts that people have given to you, or you would give out, oh, here, mum, here, so from you. So it's your moment.
No, so what we do is that like it's always usually at the dining table because it's just easier. So we'll get all the gifts from under the tree, and we'll put everybody, like we'll separate out whose is whose. Then they'll all sit there, and then we'll be like, right, mum, you go first, open all your gifts up, like, and then we'll like all watch her open hers so she can see what she got. Then we'll move on to like the next person. So that way everyone's got like their moment to shine. And then but by the 6th, 7th person, you've stopped giving a shit. But
you're looking at you're like, oh yeah, look at that.
You're like, oh,
that candle smells nice.
I wonder how much I can get for this, like, I wonder if I can re-gift this too.
Have you ever re-gifted something then?
It's never been big gifts. I feel like I may have I might have, if it's like a lot of toiletry stuff, I might have like maybe one or two bits, I'll be like, do you know, I'll put that in something else, because I'm not I get a lot of like lotions and stuff, for example, because you know when you get toiletries and shit, and I don't really use like body lotions. A hand lotion, yeah, fine. So sometimes I'll hold on to them and I'm like, do you know what? It's an extra filler for like something else. I have done that, because otherwise it just goes to waste, or I've just literally given them away. You know, like you know, like there's sites like Olio and stuff. I've done that before. I've had a load of toiletries and I'm like, who wants them? And then like they'll do that. But like, no, actual like proper gifts, I haven't really done that. I would say they're literally filler gifts I would have probably regifted, but never like a big, like if someone got me like something, you know, expensive, I wouldn't be regifting it. Like that's it's sentimental regardless of what it is. So 100%. Yeah, I've done that. But it's I've seen situations as well. I don't know if you've ever had this, and I've seen it happen twice where you're like, okay, where it's not been Christmas, but we've gifted something. We've got gifts like as friends to somebody, and then I've literally seen them at a market stall selling said gift or giving said gift away when they're not, and forgetting that we've given them that gift. And I get it. Like, again, do what you need to do, but like, but okay, one of them was actually, it was a friend's special occasion. I'll just leave it at that. It was a friend's very special occasion, and everybody chipped in and bought gifts and stuff. And like some of the stuff was, you know, and it was just loads of different bits and pieces. But like a lot of the stuff I saw being sold at something, and I was like, okay, yeah. And I was just like, and I was just a bit like, I was there. Like, surely you'd know that I knew that. Like, it was just very awkward. And I just thought, okay, well, okay, maybe we just don't spend that kind of money again. Like maybe we just give them a voucher. You know, like, you know, our presents aren't for everybody, right? Some people don't like it, but it has a bit.
What was it when you say market? Like a boot sale?
Car boot, like literally.
Fucking hell, come on.
It was awkward.
Christ.
I don't think they even clocked that I even clocked it either. And actually, one of the things
I'll love it.
Honestly, one of the things I was tempted to buy off them, because I was like, I quite like that, and then I was like, no, otherwise it's too bait, and I was like, I'll leave it be. But yeah. Look, again, I get, you know, if you need to make money and stuff and you're broke and stuff, do what you need to. I get it, do what you need to do. But
like sentimental things though, like
just
the little things, the sentimental things.
It's true. It's true. It says a tune. I forgot about that song. It's just things like that where I'm like, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I've got a family member. We've got a friend of the family who passed away years ago, and I've got her old engagement ring, but I know it's not a sentimental engagement ring. It was like some bloke that she was dating for a bit and they got like engaged really quickly kind of thing. And that's with me. Like, it got given to me as a gift, and I'm always a bit like, do I keep that gift? Because then I know it wasn't sentimental to her, so I'm always like, do I keep that gift or do I do something with it? Like, or do I, you know, like, you know, but it's things like that where you get like, everything else that she ever gifted me as a person, I've kept. Like, she bought me pens, bless her, like that were like light up pens, and I've had those for, I shit you not, about 15 years. Like, I haven't got rid of them, like, because I'm not like, I hold on to things like that. So I'm just a bit sentimental like that. But yeah, it just depends, isn't it, on how much it means to you, that thing, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the regift thing is, it's touchy. I get why, you know, we've all done it at some point with some bits and pieces, but I think it's, imagine if you got gifted back the gift you gave, like, that must be like, thanks, get my money back.
Yeah, it is weird. Dave did buy his mum once, I think it was for Mother's Day, because it's 5 of them. And do you know Enid Blyton, like the famous 5? So there was like a Mother's Day version of it that he gave his mum one year. And then the second year he forgot and bought it again. And like,
really?
Gave his mum the gift again. She's like,
oh dear, what you bought this food for?
Yeah, I think guys are just useless, like, in that.
I feel like people, my mum, I remember years ago, I said, it's when Pink changed like her genre of music, and she had like that first like kind of rock style album, and my mum was asking me what I wanted for Christmas. She knew, because I always used to get music, I'd always buy CDs and stuff, and I was like, get me anything, but I don't want that Pink album. I was like, I don't want it, not interested, whatever. She told my aunties to get it for me. Like, she just, all she had was Pink.
So she's like, so you got it, and you were like, oh.
So I opened it, and I was like, I said I didn't want that.
Oh, did you say?
Like, I literally, they were like, you're so ungrateful. And I was like, but I said I didn't want it.
You asked me what I wanted, and that's what I said I didn't want.
Literally, they got like, and I think my brother got me an album as well. It was like Black Eyed Peas. It was like all just the stuff that I don't listen to. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then they're like, what's wrong? I was like, I just don't want, I don't want it. I was like, it's really awkward. So,
did you take them back? Did
I
you
think
get? Did you take them
I
back?
kept them in the end actually. Like I did keep
Yeah.
them. And then it was like one or two songs and I didn't mind and I was like, all right, fuck it, it's fine. But yeah, it was just really awkward because when
Yeah.
you're younger, oh, I don't think you know how to word it properly either. So you're like, oh shit.
I
Like
don't want
I think
it. Yeah.
my face just said it all. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
I don't know about you, but I find like my mum's like the hardest person to buy for. So she like every year will just get M&S vouchers and she's happy with that. And so there's no point
Yeah.
in me trying to think and like I don't have to think about what to get her. It's like, yeah, M&S. But like I think I said to you earlier this week about she mentioned about the trains, the Orient Express and the wanting to sit on that. But yeah, they're fucking expensive.
So expensive.
So
Honestly,
expensive.
so expensive.
Yeah.
And it's like
How much is coal? Like, jeez. Like,
like what time are we living
What
in? Like Jesus Christ, why is he so expensive still? So expensive. I looked at the same for my mum because she really wanted to do same thing. And then we looked at one which was like the Pullman, I think we were saying earlier, and it's like 700 something quid. But the thing is, it's not even if it was like an overnight stay or like get to do this and this and it, I was like fine, but it literally was a 3-course prosecco meal. My mum don't even drink, so I was like, not worth it. Like even she said she was like, don't spend your money. Not worth it. It's so expensive, honestly.
Yeah. But like that's it, and then so I started like trying to get them experiences and stuff, and like, oh, here's a voucher.
Yeah, that's
to go
much
to,
better.
That's it. Go to I don't know, Gordon Ramsay restaurant or whatever. Like knock
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
out, and and I think they appreciate that more because then they're forced to go out and like do stuff and experience things, and I feel like my parents are sometimes, I reckon, like stuck in their ways, and like they like what they like, they know what they know, but go out and you're retired, like just live and try new things.
Who's the easiest person to buy for in your family?
Dave.
Yeah.
Or like,
interesting.
Dave is easy because he loves sport.
Okay.
So, and like he had this conversation with his mum the other day, which like, you haven't sent me a list. So their family do like send lists and stuff like that. So they're like, they know, they don't want to, stray off the path too much. So they kind of like have a guide. And I was like, why are you still asking me for lists? I like sport. Golf balls. I'll be having golf balls, golf tees, anything golf related. I like music. Get me records, vinyls. He's got like a record player now, so get me vinyls, and that's it. Just anything kind of
easy.
Sport. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Who is the easiest and who's the hardest? I'm just trying to think. Actually, I think the easiest is my mum, believe it or not, because like my mum with my mum, I always want to go for like more sentimental or more like funny stuff that we've discussed and that. Like I always try and like it's like she spoke to me years ago about there was these books that she absolutely loved that one of my aunties had in Australia, and she was like, oh my God, this book, I used to read these books all the time, and she told me the author, and then like she forgot all about it. So and I remembered that. So then I bought her like all the books that and there was one particular she really loved, and we managed to get it for her. So she loves stuff like that. She really loves like, I love seeing her face when she's like, oh, you remembered that thing I like said, kind of thing. So for her, I feel like she's quite easy to buy for, and I always tend to go for more and I know what she likes, I know what she doesn't like, kind of thing. A thing with my mum as well though is that a lot of people buy her the same thing, so I think like she like, because she wears a lot of like fancy scarves and like big bling and like all that stuff, like she gets that a lot, but where she's not working working in an office as much anymore, she doesn't go out as much as she used to, those gifts are kind of like great, but she doesn't really use them. Whereas like other stuff where it's like small bit like jewelry or like things that she can have at the home and look at, I think she appreciates those so much more. So she's easiest. Actually the hardest, not be all right, so Ricky isn't hard to buy for, but he is hard to buy for, and the reason why I say
we're the opposite.
Opposite, because I know what to buy Ricky, but the problem is with Rick is that if it will sit in the bag, he'll forget all about it. And there's been times where I've bought him stuff and he just hasn't even picked it up. And then, but I know, and he'll be like, oh, it's brilliant. And he really will be like, oh, it's brilliant, great, I love this, blah, blah, blah.
And forget.
And then I'll totally forget. Like I bought him, he went through a phase where he really liked Tom Allen, that comedian. And I bought him Tom Allen's book thinking, oh, he'll really like that, give him something to read. Yeah, it hasn't been opened and it's been like 4 years. So like he just
book. I asked for it for
have you?
Christmas one day. I found it in the garage like the other day when I was trying to sort it out.
So hard.
So
Rick is good with like he'll wear like if I've bought him because he's got an earring, he's got like his earpiece. So if I buy him an earring, he'll wear it. Like neck, like jewelry and stuff, he'll probably wear it.
Yeah.
T-shirts if it's, but he's got so many t-shirts, but it's like an obvious one that he'll definitely go for it because he loves stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything else, he will. I have to literally remind him
Yeah.
to use it or
Where's
like
your
have it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's your thing? Like it'll just sit. It'll sit in the bag, and I have to like unpack it for him and remind him it's
Yeah.
there. I
Yeah,
think though also it's like I think that's to do with his autism slightly, only because it's like out of sight, out of mind. Because if he doesn't see it in front of him, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't
So
exist.
yeah, so I think it's that. But yeah, he's so easy to buy for, but whether he uses it or not
Yeah.
is a totally another story. So
It's funny, isn't it?
all right, so are you hard to buy for? Like, do
No.
you feel like it's hard? Okay.
No, I don't think I am. I mean, I drop hints.
He'll do that.
Yeah.
Whether they take them or not is another story, but yeah.
This is it. But I think I'm always like, my parents are like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, honestly, like it's for, I don't like getting older. I honestly like, you don't need to get me anything type thing.
Yeah.
I say that to my parents, and if I didn't get anything, I wouldn't be, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I did say today, you actually said to me earlier that you and Rick aren't doing presents this year, and I did try and say that to Dave like a couple of years ago. Why don't we just like, no, not well. He was like, what?
Oh, really?
I'm just like, yeah, why don't we just like, just not, because I think I heard something on a podcast once where it was like, actually we've decided not to get presents, we're going to put the money instead that we're going to spend and just put it towards a holiday. And I think that's
absolutely.
just a better idea. Dave was like, what? So yeah, it kind of broke his heart a little bit. So I was like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Fine. So he likes the whole present. Yeah.
Actually present. I get it. I do. It's so difficult because I do love, like, don't get me wrong, who doesn't like opening a gift, right? Like I love having a gift, like someone thought of something and whatever. And I'm very much like my mum. If it's like something that's sentimental or that I wouldn't have thought, like, love that shit. But we very much have been lately like, and we've done it quite a lot with like our birthdays, anniversaries and stuff, where it's like, I would rather we spend that money and go out and do something and create a memory than something that's gonna sit there and not get used. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my makeup, I like my jewelry and stuff. Like I like my things that I like, but I'm also quite particular and I know what I want. I probably would have bought it for myself already. Does that make sense? So it makes sense to do stuff like that. But that it's good to be, if you're not that hard to buy for, then great. That's good to know.
Are you?
I don't think that I am, but I feel like I maybe am. I think it's only because no, you know what? Like I literally said, like if I want something, I've gone and got it for myself. I think it's that. So like it's kind of difficult. Like for example, like this is not even a bad thing, but like people buy me nail varnishes a lot, right? Because obviously my nails are always done, which is and I love my, I like all my nail varnishes. However, I go and get my nails done, so it's kind of like. It's kind of pointless. Like it's like if I was someone who was always painting them like I used to back in the day, then yeah, absolutely. But it's now it's like, okay, I'll use them on my toes maybe once in a while, but they just sit there. And I ended up giving like loads of them away at one point because they were going stale almost, and I wanted someone to make use of them. So it's things like that, or I'd say everything like makeup and stuff. I'll still, even if it's not like my 100% my shade or something, I'll still use it within. Or either I'll make it work. Like I don't waste anything and things like that. And jewelry and that, I kind of go for real. Like I go for either massive earrings or dainty like other stuff. And then everything else, I don't think anyone buys me anything else. That's kind of like the easy ones for me. Like one gift I did crack up was my sister-in-law. We had Secret Santa, and I was her, like she was my Secret Santa. And I kept saying, we used to say to my mum all the time, like when I was a kid, she never bought us Frosty the Snowman, the ice maker, ice lollies and stuff.
It made a comeback, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And she bought me one for, oh my gosh, she bought it. And I was like, what the fuck when I opened it? So I like wasn't expecting it. And then my niece literally wanted to play with it instantly. Like, and then so we played with it a few times together, but it's sitting somewhere in the flat. But that was like one of the coolest gifts because it was like, because I know you always wanted one when you were younger and you never got it. And I was like, I was like,
cool.
My mum wouldn't buy me one, but it's fucking hard to play with. Like, it's not bloody easy. Like, and actually, kind of dangerous. I
remember the adverts for it as well, and like,
like they made it look really cool back in the day. And realistically, you need the ice, you need the juice, you need to make a load of mess, and you're freezing cold when you make it. And there's a risk of cutting yourself with the grater. So
I love it.
What's been your best gift? Like, just not even Christmas, just in general.
Can't think, oh God, I've had like tickets to go and see like
Hmm.
comedians and to go and see like music show. Like we went to see Adele
Yeah. Yeah.
a few years ago in Wembley before she like lost her voice, and I think that was one of her
Yeah.
last. I think she cancelled like a couple of days after that one. I can't remember if I got that or Dave got that. But he's also got like music tickets as well. Like I like that
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, let's go and see a gig. Yeah, that's why I kind
Yeah.
of think we're both really easy to buy for, because we kind of like the same music, we like the same comedians, so it's like,
Yeah.
and also like it's easy because you can literally go on Ticketmaster on the 24th of December and go, all right, what can I get tickets for?
That's so
Um,
true. That's such a
yeah.
good shout. Yeah.
So those are really good presents. I'm just trying to. I think what was yours? I think if there was anything like that really really
The
stands out.
the the one that there's two actually, I think, but the one that stands out the most is actually, I'm gonna go with the two. So the first one is when Ricky and I first started dating, I mentioned that I really wanted like one of those old retro mics because I used to obviously see singing and stuff and
Yeah,
whatever. And when we first started dating, he actually bought me one of those, and I was like, wow, because it was something that like I was like, no one's ever done that. Like, like something where
yeah,
you say I've really always wanted one of those, someone actually went and done it. Like it was
yeah.
amazing. I've still got I actually have it on my desk, like it just sits as a little stand on my desk. Like I did used to use it, but you have to have it in like it's real like certain venues to be able to get away with using a mic like that because
Yeah.
the sound quality and stuff hits different. But the my best gift was when I was getting married. Like my mum didn't give it to me on my wedding day because she knew I'd start crying instantly. But she went and like my granddad passed away in 2008. I got married in 2019, but she had his signature and she went and got it put on a bracelet, and it said like
Oh,
to my princess, because he used to call me my princess.
oh,
Like he said to my princess from like your Bapur, and it had
yeah.
his signature on it, and I bawled. I absolutely bawled at that
Oh,
gift because it was like this. Because I always like kept saying, "Oh, he's not going to be like he would have walked me
yeah,
down
yeah,
the aisle and stuff and all that." Like
yeah,
so, like yeah, that was like the sweetest gift ever, and I
yeah.
cried so hard when she gave it to me because I
That's
was like.
amazing.
Yeah, so she was like, "This is why," because I wanted to give you your wedding day, but I knew you'd cry. So she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
So
she
she
gave it to me like
waited.
2 months before. Yeah, she
Oh,
gave me 2 months
before.
before,
Yeah,
and then she got it for me. Yeah, and I love that bracelet. So like, it's a little rose gold one. It's really pretty, and
yeah.
yeah, that's the best gift I've ever received because it's
Oh,
it's really
do you
touching and it
wear
means a
it
lot.
or just
I
it's
wear it,
keep?
yeah. I've
Yeah.
I've got it. You know what she went and did? She had to buy me two the donut because she bought it, couldn't remember where the fuck she put it in the
Oh
house, and then bought another
shit.
one because she felt really bad.
Oh
And then she
no.
found it, and then she gave me
Now you
both of
got
them, and she was
two.
like, "Fuck it, yeah." I
Yeah.
do wear it. Like I don't wear them all the time because just because like I just don't want to damage them and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've got them. They hang in my little cupboard, but I love them. Like really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
just a
is
like really
cute.
lovely thing, such a touching thing. But I'd love to get one with my grandma's that actually signature on it as well. I think that'd be quite nice. So I've got both of them on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was the best gift that I've ever had. So
That's really
yeah.
sweet. You saying mic actually, so this podcast mic
Mm.
was a gift from Dave. So
Oh,
it was when
really?
yeah, the beginning of
Oh,
last year. I didn't
yeah.
expect it. I had said, oh, I was like, Alexa's agreed to do the podcast with me. And he came home one day and was like, happy podcasting, here you go. And it was like, it's
Mm.
literally just kind of like you kind of basic mic or whatever, but it's like the thought, it's someone who
Yeah,
like believes in you and going, fucking go for it.
for
Like, why not?
sure,
Like,
for
not bringing
sure.
you down and going, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, what are you thinking? Like, it's just a
Yeah.
symbol of what it like. He's gone out and he's gone, okay, I'm gonna support her in this, and yeah, so
That's so sweet. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's why, like, I feel like those real sentimental gifts are just, they just mean something when you're like,
yeah,
someone said they wanted to do something or they've thought about something and this, or they say, like, I got this because it reminded me of you. Like, I just love stuff like
yeah,
that. Like, it's the
yeah,
kindest
yeah,
thing. Like, also, I got given, it's not even a gift, it wasn't even a gift as such, but it was like, when I was working with my mum, the friend of ours that like passed away like years ago, when it was Christmas, they all got given a Christmas bonus because they were like legal PAs or quite high up, and I
yeah.
didn't. And or I got like I got like a really small amount or something. And bless her, she gave me like half her Christmas, like it was like 100 quid. She gave me like 50 quid or something like that. Like she gave me money to,
Oh,
as in like and I was like, she didn't even have to. It's just because she loved my mum,
yeah,
so she wanted to like gift me. So it was
yeah,
just really sweet. Like I love, like I mean, like people like that just where just so generous just because like it's just such a
yeah,
nice thing to see. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I've got friends that are like that. Like I've got friends that like a mate of mine. actually she does listen to these podcasts. So Sam is like one of the most generous people that I know, and like literally she will send like Valentine's cards. She will send like little like
So
sometimes if
cute.
you're having like a shit, like something going on with you, she'll send you like a little pamper kit and stuff. Like it's just those little things that just mean a lot. Like very sweet, and it's nice that people do that. You don't really get to see that much anymore because everyone's broke or can't be asked. So
well, this is it. I remember my friend for my 30th, she made a scrapbook of like, because I'd known her since we were like 18, and so she'd got all the pictures and she'd ask people to like write messages and get pictures for it. So I don't know where it is, but no, I do.
Somewhere.
It's probably very safe in my parents' house. So yeah, because I haven't seen it here, but no, it is very safe in my parents' house.
Who are you trying to convince here, yourself or me?
She does listen, because I think she listens to this as well. So it's like,
if you're listening, Lynette, lost your gift. Just so you
know. I know.
Somewhere in the house. All right, so let's flip it. What's the shittest gift you've given to somebody, and what is the shittest gift you received?
The shittest gift I've given? I don't give shit gifts.
No, we've all given. And hang on, bear in mind, you probably didn't know it was a shit gift, but like you maybe found out it was a shit gift, or that you were like, I can't be asked for this person. They can just have the shit gift.
Oh, okay. I do know what it is, but I have to find a picture of it. Hold on.
Okay, interesting. Whilst you're doing that, I will tell my one really quickly. So I still don't know why it was a shit gift, but it was apparently a shit gift. We had years ago in my old workplace, we had Secret Santa, right? And I got given one of the IT guys, and I really didn't know much about him. And no one could really tell me anything what to get him. So I bought him like this massive, just for a laugh, like something random to open. I bought him like this massive beer glass, right? Because I thought that's cool. He can put it in the office as a laugh, like maybe he has a drink. And he was literally like so annoyed that he got it, but I don't know why. And unless maybe there was something there, like maybe we used to drink. I have no idea, but he was not happy. And no one told me why he wasn't happy. But all they kept saying was, he was fuming about that gift. And I was like, but why? And I was like, please don't tell him it's me. I was so scared. I was like, I don't want him to know. Because I just don't know why he didn't. It was literally just like, I used to hate it in my work as well, because we had compulsory Secret Santa, by the way. So we had
that
compulsory.
Really imagine if we did that. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop talking.
No, thankfully we don't at our place. Thankfully we don't. One of my old workplaces, it was compulsory. So it'd be like a compulsory sports day. They used to do like an event. There was like a quiz thing.
I quite like that.
Also, but compulsory, and like you had. Like, I don't understand.
Not Christmas though.
No, like all that.
Okay.
Like, the Christmas was always fancy dress. It was always a Secret Santa. You also had to pay for a raffle ticket as well, and all of that was compulsory. So bear in mind, you're like nearly 100 quid down before you've even had like your first drink, and it was always done in the fucking boardroom of the office half the time. They only ever once, I think, when I was there, hired out a place. They were just tight as fuck, right? And it was just, but it was like they would have you could not say no to this party. Like you had to go, you had to dress up,
if you didn't,
you had to get the raffle ticket,
and if you didn't,
I don't know, you got in trouble apparently. Like they made it like a really big thing, and I was like, I mean, it was a good laugh because I liked the people that I worked with, but I was like, why is it compulsory?
You want the option, right? You don't, and that's it. I wouldn't mind going. Like if you told me, like, you can come if you can't, I probably would still go. But like,
absolutely,
the fact that you're making me go doesn't make me want to go. Yeah,
compulsory fun's never the one. Like, and then we used to have a raffle. The raffle we used to have, like, the gifts were always good, but it would always be like his nephew that would win like one of the, like, it was always like there was always a slight fix that someone who clearly had money or was really well close connected won something, and it was like I don't know. There was all that as well, office politics and all that shit. But so that was my shittest gift that I gave someone. Still don't know why it was shit. I mean, it was shit, but like I don't know why they were so angry about it.
You reminded me of a thing when I used to work with. So you've met Dave.
Yeah. Oh no.
I was just cracking up thinking about it. And then we used to do Secret Santa at our place as well. And for some reason, did you ever watch Rainbow?
Like with Zippy and Bungle and all that lot?
Right.
Like, right, yeah. Make sure we're on the same wavelength there. Yep, got it.
So someone got him like a Bungle cup because he looks like
tall?
Bungle. Yeah, but like no one's ever called him Bungle. Like he
and insulting at the same time. Like, how is that a thing?
I just remember that. It just, yeah. Secret Santa's like got to be like the worst. Like,
it's the worst.
You
it's
get
absolute
some
worst.
Shit, mate. You get some shit. I can't find the picture, but if I can, I will show you. But basically, so with Dave's mates, we do like have you ever played like Dirty Secret? It's not dirty, but it's called like Dirty Santa. And so basically what it is, you have so say like 10 of us turn up to a meal. So we plan a meal like every year.
Yeah.
And then you each just bring a gift. So you don't draw names. You each just bring a gift of a certain worth. And then we play like different games each year. So like you can do like a steal. And so you roll a dice.
Is it called White Elephant? It's like another random Christmas game that's really similar.
Yeah, you swap and steal and stuff like that. So you throw a dice, and if you throw like a 1 or something, you get to steal from someone else, or you move it to the left, move it to the right, and stuff like that. So Dave has a friend. The picture would make it more funny. I wish I could find it. But Dave had a friend where he had an allergic reaction. The allergic reaction once to I don't know if it was weed killer or something. Like he lay in the grass, but his face literally blew.
Oh shit!
And so it was. And it was supposed to be like this, like so they send it around every now and again. If people are feeling in a dark mood, they just send this picture around of Max and go, literally. And so I got those made into coasters.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Secret Santa thing, and I want to find the. I'll try and find it.
Try and find it. You'll have to show it at some point.
We'll have to show it to you.
Show it and put it out. That'd be hilarious. But
oh my god, I think he'd hate me or would love me or I don't know.
So that's the shittest gift you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shittest gift I had. So I reckon also it was also one of these Secret Santas things. One that I received, which is really bad actually. So it was last year. We're like 30, we're late 30s, guys.
Right.
So like. To be fair, I mean I did make those coasters.
But we're not like 30s, Lynette.
Yeah, a fucking Viking drinking hat, which I left like on a wall in Clapham like last year.
What are you meant to do with that? Like it's just,
literally, it's good for like 5 minutes and it's funny for like 5 minutes, but
we did Secret Santa last year actually in the company. Actually, it was good. I got a microphone. It was really cool. I got like money. Yeah, that was banging. But this year, someone was like, "Oh, I hope we don't do fucking Secret Santa." And then someone was like, "We do Secret Santa this year." And we were just like, literally.
Are you doing? Are you guys doing it?
Nah, but not. They were like, actually, I'll be honest, I don't really want to do it. And I was like, to be honest, I don't really want to do it either. I was like, I can't be arsed. And then you know what it is as well? It's so difficult because like. I don't know if you have the same issue, but I'm already like, oh shit. Like I used to have a certain group of friends that I would sometimes buy gifts for, right? And I haven't done it a little bit in a while because money's just sometimes tight, right? And I've got one of my mates that's already been messaging like, oh, remind me when I see you, I've got some Christmas gifts to give you and the girls. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, because I'm like, now I've got to go and get my gift. And I was like, fuck. Like, and not in any bad way to that person. Like, it's very sweet that they thought of us, but I'm like, oh shit, because I didn't. As my head, I'm like. No Christmas presents this year. We're done. We're good. Like, and now I'm like, shit. That's so annoying.
You've got to think about it and just have them ready.
Yeah.
But I think it's like I think it's a generation thing. Like, my mum will go out and like literally buy like boxes of tins of biscuits, or like boxes of chocolates and like give them to the neighbours and all that. So she's very much like that. But like, I just can't. No, who's got the time?
Who's got the time? Like, it is one of those things. I'm like, I used to do it like every now and then. Like, I have done it. But it's one of those things that you don't know it's happening until someone gives you the gift, and then you're like, fuck, now I've got to go and give them the gift. Like, and when am I going to see them next to give it to them and all that?
And now it just looks like you haven't given them anything, and then you give it to them in April, and it's like, what the like?
Yeah, and then it's awkward because like sometimes you get like, I don't know, but it doesn't bother me, but you know when you get some friends that you're in a group of friends and like one friend has bought a gift for that one person and they didn't get gifts for anybody else, and you're like, why would you do it right there and then in front of everybody else? Like, it's really fucking awkward. Like, so I find it hard. I actually find it hard to buy stuff for people now because like, right, for me, for example, now because of dietary things, if someone buys me food stuff, I naturally have to give it away. Like, I got given a gift bag the other day and I had to give like 4 things away because I can't eat any of them. So I was like, it was a waste on me. Grateful, but it was a waste for me. it's right, Ricky got the most of it, so that's fine. And then like I bought once, shit you not, I've got a friend of mine and she's a veggie and she doesn't listen to this, so I'm safe to say it. I've got a friend of mine and she's a vegetarian. Absolutely love her. But she's a massive animal lover, right? And it's like, cool, fair enough. Anyways, we went years ago, there was a phase where Body Shop did like this chocolate like lotion, and it used to smell banging. It was really lovely. And I bought it. She really liked it. A couple of my friends liked it, so I bought it for her. And at the time it was £8, which is not cheap for a body lotion back in the day, right? Anyways, then she went through this phase where she didn't want to use anything that was tested supposedly on animals, and at that point she read something saying that it was tested on Body Shop stuff was tested on animals, and she literally said to me, I'm gonna have to give you back the gift. And you know, you're like,
oh, mate,
but I spent money on you. But I'd have rather she just didn't fucking tell me and just gave it away, like, because to give it back to me was like an insult almost. And I said, you know what? I said to her, like, just give it back to me. And I used it, but I was like, never again. I was like, never again. So it's like really, it's things like that where you're like, I do want to get you stuff, but everyone's so particular now that I'm like, is it worth buying people gifts? Like, I don't know. No. It's just very difficult. Like, I'd rather give you a voucher or something, or go and treat yourself to go and get your nails done or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. So Orcs indeed. But I never actually got this gift in the end, by the way, but like, the shittest gift I was gonna get given is my ex, like my first like serious boyfriend, and he was terrible with gifts, right? So he'd never remember when it was like the actual day of like the anniversary or like birthday. It'd be like weeks later, and then it would be a very random gift that clearly like he just bought or was just maybe at home, or it was always really random, right? And then I remember we'd been together for like 2.5 years, and Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was like, I don't actually really want anything, but if you do want to get me something, there's a pair of boots in New Look that I wouldn't mind, like 30-40 quid, like give me a voucher, I'll be happy with that. All right, cool, no worries. Anyways, nothing came come Valentine's Day. I didn't get anything, and I was like, okay. And then he was like, for weeks I kept being like, not being funny, bruv, but like, because I bought him stuff.
Did you get him? I was gonna say,
of course. Like, I can't even remember what I got him, to be honest. I always got him, like, again, like, I always get stuff sentimental, so I'd maybe buy like a photo of us, or I'd get him, like, he used to love sweets, so I'd got him like a thing of sweets, or like I'd buy him clothes. Like, I gifted. I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm like a bloke in a relationship. I fucking buy, I treat you like you're treated. I'll look after you. I'll look after you. I am very much that person. Weeks went by, like nothing, and then he was like, he was like, I was gonna get you a printer for your Valentine's. And I was like, why would you get me a printer? And he was like, I heard you and your mum talking about you need one for the office, right? And I was like, but that's not a gift. I was like, that's just something that like me and my mum are gonna buy. I was like, I get it, but like,
did he get it? He got.
I literally told him not to fucking bother. I was like, please don't get me that. I was we broke up not long after, funny enough, but like, because I was just a bit like, I hit a thing. I was like, this bro don't know me at all. Like, he does not know me. Who the fuck buys you a printer for Valentine's Day?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Like, what was I meant to? And it wasn't even a gift for me. It was a gift for like my mum and me. It was just very weird. And I remember just being like, and I was young as well. I was only like 21, 22. So I was a bit, and I probably didn't deal with it in the best way. I was like, what the fuck you get me that for? I don't fucking want that. What's the matter with you? Like, but I was just like, I just don't understand why you thought that was a good idea to get. Like, I will never. And then I realized, I was like, he doesn't know, like, he doesn't care enough to like really make an actual like effort. Like, I'd always go above and beyond. Like, I'd always want to get him stuff and whatever. And there was loads of other problems, obviously, but that was the final nail in coffin right there. That printer never said. I didn't even fucking get anything in the end. You should have got him
to get you the printer.
I should have done, really. I could have sold it on eBay.
Exactly. God, you reminded me. Remind me, actually, when you're younger, like, you don't really, like, when I first started working, obviously, I don't know, I was probably like a really rubbish gift giver. I think I'm better now. I'd like to think I'm better getting older.
It's the thought. It is the thought. So, but by the way, just in case everyone thinks we're fucking ungrateful, it's the thought. I do get it. It's just how much thought got put into it.
Well, like, you say that. And I remember like getting this gift from my dad, and it's like this box. And I think like because I just started working as well. Bear in mind, like, JD Sport was like £4 an hour. I don't know why he thought I was going to get him like a PlayStation. I thought it was a PlayStation.
Oh my God, no.
It was like a paper shredder and his face. So like, I was really, I was like probably 16, and I thought he wanted it because he kept burning like his bills like in a bin in the garden. So I was like, I'll just get him a paper shredder. And then so from then on,
was it from
like,
Ryman's?
It was probably from Ryman's. It was probably from Smith's or Ryman's or something. I can't remember. It was probably on deal.
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, I think that kind of sticks with me. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get good. And he likes now. You can get like you can build like these like amazing architecture with little wood models and stuff.
Yeah,
with motors and stuff like that. So I do that. I get him one of those every, and it keeps him busy for like.
That's not too bad.
Going.
That's better. Yeah, that's
better,
good.
So that's it. And he won't listen to this, but I'm thinking, do you know like what's really popular these days is like Lego, adult Lego.
Yeah.
So like Lego flowers and stuff like that. So I'm
love shit like that.
This is it.
Do it for definite.
Yeah. I like Christmas. I like doing like playing with something new. I don't know about you. But yeah. Or like a game or like a gadget or something. Yeah, I like. Yeah.
I like stuff like that as well, because it's just something. I think it's something to just open up and do on Christmas Day. Like it just gives you something to do. Yeah. You reminded me, funny enough, because like I don't know why we used to do this, right? But my aunties are like not even the same age. They're like a good couple of like, how old are they? It's like about 5-6 year difference between their ages, right? And I don't know why, but my whole family, and it was only me who clocked it eventually, but my whole family, we used to do this thing where we'd buy them both the same gift, but we would get them in like different colors or like different styles and stuff and whatever. Like they don't have their own person.
Twins.
Like literally. And I remember saying one day, like, why do we always get you both like the same thing? You probably don't want the same thing. And they were a bit like, yeah, like, no, they loved all the gifts, but they were like, yeah, it'd be nice to get something that isn't like, because obviously one opened one, they knew they were going to get the same thing. And I said to Mom, why do we do that? And she was like, because I think she just used to do it because it was her sisters. So she'd be like, if I'm getting you this, I want to make sure you've got the same. Like, I think it was just out of habit. So we all started doing it. But I just remember being like, why are we buying them both the same gift? Like they've got totally different tastes. Like what are we doing?
And would they wear them both at the same time and stuff?
No, nothing. They don't even like mine or my auntie's doesn't even like if the other one's wearing the same colour as her. Like she's like, I like my own style. Don't copy me. Do your own thing on your own day. Like don't copy me. So so they never wore stuff like the same day or anything like that. Like I said, they did love all the gifts, but I think they must have been a bit like miffed as to why we were all buying them the same shit like together. Yeah. And then my stepdad as well, like he's really he's actually I forgot about him. He's like hard to buy for because he doesn't want anything, doesn't need anything. Typical like dad kind of style. Get me whatever. What does he? I'm always like, what does he need? He needs trainers. I'll get him a pair of trainers. Like, like those ones. This really difficult.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like certain family members in that, in general, you just think, because they're a certain age or because they're like a certain type of way that they just want filler gifts. They're almost filler gifts. They're just like the boring.
And I think,
but I think it should be more than that. You need to give them stuff that they actually appreciate, not like just for the sake of opening something and there you go, a pair of socks again.
Yeah.
So I like socks for Christmas. I won't lie, I'm at that age now.
I like slippers. To be fair, I needed slippers like about a month ago, so I had to call Dave. I was like, I just want to check. Like, I know it's November, but I'm in Primark. I just want to check whether slippers is on your list. He's like, don't buy fucking slippers.
I love it.
And then like the week after, he's like, I've ordered you fucking slippers from Amazon. Just take them. Take it as an early Christmas present. But like, how dare you buy slippers like a month? A month before Christmas. Yeah. But he was like, he got really annoyed at his mum because his mum's quite notoriously difficult to buy for. Also, like, I don't want scarves, I don't want smelly things, I don't want stuff that she's got loads of. And anyway, so it was like the end of November, and when we were around there, and then she's got this brand new diary, and Dave was like, "You just bought that? Like what? Why didn't you just put it? It's Christmas.
Why
would you buy yourself a diary a month before Christmas? Oh no, I just wanted it."
Because you just kind of assume someone's not going to get you. Like you just think, they might not want to get me that or something, or they might have already got me something. It's so difficult.
Yeah,
like
funny.
I love as well, like Rick's mum, I absolutely adore her. Like, she's a very generous lady, like, honestly. But she is funny because, like, if she knows you like something,
Yeah.
she will buy it multiple times for you, like, and in all different formats. So, they went to Turkey, and she said, "Do you want anything while you're there?" And I said, "I'd actually really love like a little evil eye, like keyring or a bracelet. Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna get anything, something with an evil eye on it, because I love my evil eye."
Yeah.
And I shit you not, like, I've got a keyring, a necklace, a ring, like,
Oh my God.
she's
All from the
bought.
same
Oh,
holiday.
no, from
Oh,
like
you
she
said
bought
it
me.
once.
Yeah, so she bought me like one or two things while she was out there, and now I've got like multiple. I've even got hats with evil eye on it. I've got a car like keyring like accessory thing with an evil eyes on it. Like, it's just literally everything, and I love it. Like, I'm like, your mum stays on theme. I give her that.
Yeah.
Like, she just stays on theme. He's like, yeah, but if she knows you like it, that's it. Like,
She's
it's
probably
just
thinking,
so
Lex is
cute.
so easy to buy for. She just wants
So
to,
easy.
and
She
every
loves an
time
evil
she
eye.
sees it, she's like, yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, and she's terrible as well, because we keep saying to her like she'll buy Rick underpants all the time, which is fine because, you know, like, underpants are always good. We've literally told her, like, stop buying us socks because you have bought us so many pairs that we haven't.
Yeah.
We've like, and I'm not joking, I've got like 100 pairs of socks. It's ridiculous. And then the other day she bought another pair of like socks. I was like, oh my God. Like, goes to Ricky, I mean, I'll take them. I was like, but then
Yeah. Just so you know, like, we now have like
we're literally like this.
Yeah.
And we got rid of a ton as well because we had too many, and, you know, like, get rid of all the old shit ones.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fucking hell, it's another
Oh,
another pair of socks. But I love it. Like, she's like, honestly, she'll always come around and she'll be like, I saw this and I thought of you and I got it for you. And it's like, bless her. Like, she's just someone who loves, do you know what? She's a shopaholic. She loves buying stuff. Like, she's that person. But I reap from it. So I will take, I'll take one.
100%.
Like, she always wants to give me stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it'll come in use somewhere or another. Like, I love that she's like that. She's very good. But then she's hard to buy for. She's someone who, like, you get her stuff and then I never really see her use it. Like, it's one of those ones. However,
Yeah.
we went to Bournemouth not long ago and they had this little like jewelry shop thing in the hotel, and she had pointed out to my mum this necklace she really liked, and I knew she'd buy it in the morning because I know what she's like. She sees it, she's getting it. So that evening we like said to them, can we get it? And we took it upstairs to the bedroom to give it to her, and she was so touched because she was like, oh bless, like, she was so happy. She wore it the next day. I said to her, I know you're gonna buy it first thing in the morning. She's like, yeah, I would have done. I was like, exactly. Like, that's
so you
that's
had to get
quick
in there. Yeah.
that's how she is. She's very like, if I want it, I get it.
I have
like,
got it. My mum says that as well.
I want it, I buy it. Ariana Grande, like, I want it,
Yeah.
I got it, I see it, I like it, like,
Exactly.
get it.
There isn't stuff that she longs for, like my mum. She's not longing for anything because she'll see something she likes. She shops as well. She's a massive shopaholic. So she'll see something and just, I'll see the jacket, or I bought it, or she sees something for the kids and then she'll buy it. She's like, why am I going to wait? Like, I'll just get it.
It's true.
So, yeah.
No, it's good. It's a good way to be.
This is it.
So I feel like we've rinsed, you know what? We've rinsed a lot of Christmas stuff, and we didn't even talk about kids and Christmas, which is not in a bad way. Like, it's a change. Like, it's an interesting change. Like,
100%.
we sort of, children get all year. They're all good. We saw it from an adult's perspective.
Yeah. Us growing up and
Absolutely. Have you got all the kids' presents sorted, by the way?
Nah.
No, lastminute.com.
No, I've got lists. So I've got some ideas, and like, we do this thing where if I'm out in a shop or something and, you know, they're saying, oh, I want that. So what we do throughout the year is I go, okay, why don't I take a picture of you with it, and then we can either ask your dad to buy it when he's with you,
Love that.
or we can save it for Christmas or for Santa. So I've got like a load of like pictures in my phone from like summer and stuff like that, where I need to scroll back and go, oh yeah, what do they want? So
that's a good shout of doing it that way. I like it.
And then they put it back straight away, so then you're not you don't need to buy it there and then. So, yeah,
that's a good way. Like, my sister-in-law with my niece, she'll let her like hold the toy and walk around with it in the shop and like play with it a bit, and then she'll say like, now you got to put it back, which is good. It's like she kind of get it out of her system, and then she's good to go. So,
and then they're bored, so it's like, you're not going to want it. You're going to play with it in the car, and then like you're not
forget all about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So but we're thinking about getting the kids from Computer Exchange, like a second-hand Wii. I think it's more for us.
Definitely, 100%.
Did you used to play the Wii?
Yeah, I had one. Like, and we used to do. Well, I used to do mainly. I used to do exercise stuff on it. I did it for a bit, and then I had the board and everything.
The balance board. Oh shit!
Yeah, the balance. Oh shit! Calm down. The balance board.
Calm down. I'm very excited. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, the balance board. And then I don't even remember, we just stopped using it. I can't really remember what happened. I think it's just that
Same.
age where it's sort of like not really doing it as much. But okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna get a Wii. That's gonna be really cool.
We think so. I think that's the plan. 'Cause you can get them for like 50 quid. You can get them for like next to nothing these
Yeah, they're
days.
so cheap
yeah.
nowadays.
So one of my friends, she didn't do presents for her kids last year. Instead, they gave them the option they gave them the gift of do what you want day.
I love that.
And when they cashed it in, they were like, right, okay, now you can cash in your do what you want day. They just wanted to go to Tesco's to buy snacks and magazines. I'm like, mate.
Amazing. Kids are
Like,
easy to please these days.
it's literally, love that. I love it.
I want that.
Yeah, I want to do what you want day.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I think if we were to finish now,
Yeah.
because you like keeping us, Lynette likes to keep us on time a bit more these days, so which is fine because we don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's our last one of the year. Fuck it, whatever.
Fuck it. Well, I was gonna say to you, do you have any Christmas wishes? That's what I was gonna ask. Like
Christmas wishes.
Like, how would you like to end the year? Like, what is it?
Do you know what? I was gonna say I was gonna look at like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. Christmas wishes wise, New Year's resolutions, but not like 1st of Jan like resolutions. I think in my head, like coming towards the end of the year, I'm like, okay, yeah, I do have some resolutions, but I just want to, like, why am I going to sit and wait until like the 1st of January to like get shit done?
Yeah.
Like, why don't I just kind of start doing stuff now? And it's like there's little things which used to be like on my New Year's resolutions list, which are still on my list. So things like drink more water. And we might have even spoken about this in the pilot episode because we did it in January. I don't know, I can't remember.
Oh god, we should look back at that actually.
Yeah, definitely. So drink more water is one. Move more is a second. I don't want to say like exercise and go to the gym and stuff like that, because anything I've learned from this podcast this year and speaking to everyone and to yourselves and things like that, is taking things in little chunks and like what is manageable to you and what is achievable and what is realistic. So moving more rather than going, right, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. To say that you're going to move more is a little bit more realistic in that respect as well. And I did have some other things I can't remember at the minute that's in my head, but yeah, there's some little kind of things I'd like to start, but not like my New Year's resolution is not to start my New Year's resolution on the 1st of Jan, if that makes sense.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Just start doing it.
Just start.
Yeah. I've had family that've been like, oh, when New Year, and I'm like, why are you waiting until New Year? Like, don't delay. Let's do it now. We can do it now. Like, I get it. It's the start of the new year. You want to start everything afresh. I don't have any New Year's resolutions at the moment. I think like the one I've been talking about a lot, obviously, is just that healthy, happy as much as I can be for next year. I've got goals like maybe I do want to hit, I suppose, in like where I would like to take us, like where I would like to take like my Instagram account, where I'd like to like do more like the fitness health side of things, like, but they're all like thoughts and not really anything to action as such at the moment, because one of my biggest things, which is I failed this year and I would definitely fail again already next year, is trying to do too many things in one go. Like I've got a habit of saying yes to a lot of like projects like that aren't work, and then I'm like, yep, and then it's like before I know it. And I already know that my year next year is busy with like the podcast, with like my fitness thing. I've auditioned for the next show that I'm with my Amdrone group, like life coaching stuff. So I'm like, fuck, it's too many things already. So and wanting to do things before 40 and all that shit. So I think maybe my New Year's resolution should be calm the fuck down and just like not try and do everything. Maybe that. But other than that, I just be healthy, be happy, spend time with friends and family, be present. I think that's literally it for me.
100%. I like that. And how is your 40 before 40 list going?
Okay, so let me have a look. So there is actually one or two things that are happening which will be happening. Let me have a quick. So you'll be the first to hear this actually, because I haven't really told people what's been going on. So okay. So I did start my life coaching course. So that's that. I have started that officially. So that's one thing I can tick and say I've started it. At least I now actually need to just complete it. And the second one is I have a tattoo booked in for February.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
yeah, your
yeah,
sister-in-law.
but my half sister, so she's gonna be
Ah,
doing it. So it's in February. Like I still want tweaks to it, and I haven't decided where on my body I want it. But I
yeah,
always said that if I was to get a tattoo, she'd be the first one because obviously she's a tattoo
yeah, yeah,
artist, and I would love her. It's sentimental. I want her to be
yeah.
the person to do it. So yeah, so that is booked in.
Amazing.
I was going to tell everyone in January because then I was like, does anyone? Because I did say to her like, heads up, might have one or two people join us, like maybe get a piercing or get a tattoo or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so she was like, cool, let me know. So Lynette, like the offer's there if you want to come as well. And then do
Where is she
anything.
based again?
Stevenage. So she's not
Okay.
far from me, but yeah, so that's
Yeah.
she'll be there to do it there. And then
Okay.
so yeah, it's potential, but I'm gonna post it in the new year. But that's the thing I've done and the
Amazing.
life
How
coaching course.
big are you thinking?
I don't want it massive because like
Yeah.
she said so I'm getting a Scorpio tattoo
Yeah.
and it's still in the works, but I'll show you what it's currently looking like because I've said to her like I want to make some tweaks to it because we've been working on it together and
Yeah.
because I'm a fussy bitch and it's going to be on my body forever. So
Exactly. It's permanent, so you want to get it right.
I sent her a design that I saw and then I said, can you just add bits to it? So she like did that. Yeah, that's going to be that. She suggested my ankle because it's my first one and
Ooh.
maybe I don't want something that's so big on me somewhere. The thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
because I'm so indecisive as well, I
Yeah.
said to Ricky, which doesn't make any sense to anybody, but it does to me. I almost want it somewhere that I don't see it all the time. So then
Yes.
like I don't get tired of seeing it and be like, oh, I don't want it anymore. And
Yeah.
it's like if it's maybe on my ankle, like on the back or something like that, then it's like I know it's there, but I don't
Yeah.
clock it all the time.
Yeah.
So that's for the first one because I'll get used to it. Then we go from there.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. That's gonna be my first tattoo.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yay.
I'm nervous. Okay, but I'm excited because I'm a bit like it's gonna be permanent on me, so I'm just gonna like need to
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I've been
Good.
saying I wanted it for the whole time, so I don't know why I'm freaking out about it. But
Yeah.
yes, because I'm saying it and now I'm actioning it. So yes, the
Yay.
40 list has started officially. It might have been it's been a month late, but it's started already. So
That's
it's a
good.
good start to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I
Oh,
think maybe a
amazing.
second tattoo at some point. I do know what I want to do for my second tattoo, but I'm just debating again who, what, where, how, and
Yeah.
whatever. So I basically want like a silhouette of a woman's body, right? But anyways, I want like a silhouette, like a outline of like a woman's body, but I
Yeah.
kind of want it to be like so you see here and then you see like the side of her,
Yeah.
but I want it to be like writing on the actual like silhouette of it.
Yeah,
But I don't
yeah.
know how big that would need to be, but I kind of want it where it's like stay strong and then on the hip bit it says stay curvy. Like
Oh,
that's just
nice.
kind of it's just something I can see it, but in order
Yeah.
to see the writing it would need to be pretty big. But yeah,
Big.
we'll see how we
Yeah.
get on. That's the idea. Fuck knows where I would put that one, but
Yeah.
that is that is
That's exciting.
yeah, it'd be good. So yeah,
Oh,
tats.
good. Yeah.
That'll be
Love it.
it. But that's it. That's my Christmas wishes, and that is my plans for New
Yeah.
Year.
Same, really.
Yeah,
We're very simple beings. We don't
we
ask for
are.
much.
I
Yeah.
don't know, not at all.
No, no.
Well,
Although
no,
I
do you know
do
what
want a
is,
snuddy. I've wanted a snuddy for ages, so I've
mate,
been
get a
trying to drop those
snuddy.
frigging hints for years. No one's
Oh,
got me. Yeah, go on.
I'll get you a snuddy if you want one. I'll gladly get you one. Ricky has got me this. Spare me a second. I will show you what
Yeah.
I've got.
Look at
It's a
it.
blanket with sleeves, like, and
It
it's
just
so good.
looks
It's
so
like, it's so I
comfortable.
fall asleep every time on the sofa. He puts it on me, and it's got
Yeah.
a pocket, which makes it even more sellable. So
Oh, look
yeah,
at that.
and then in my pocket. How could you
Yeah.
not?
That looks
It's brilliant.
amazing.
Yeah, so I would suggest getting something like that because it's so
Yeah.
comfy. But yeah, Snuddy is
Yeah.
definitely worth it as well. They're really comfortable.
Yeah. On my
It's
list.
because
On my list.
it's because you know what it is. We're boss bitches. We can afford these things and we just get them for ourselves. That's why people don't buy our stuff. We're like,
This is it.
I'll get that on my
Why?
next paycheck. It's all good.
Exactly.
Like,
And then you don't. And then you fucking have
yeah,
bills to pay. And it's like, oh, fucking the snooty's going to have to
and then
wait.
you're in debt.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that's the one.
yeah. Klarna it. Yeah.
Yeah,
25p. 25p a month. For the next 12
absolutely.
months.
They're banning that now, aren't they? They've said they're going to
Good.
stop because
Yeah.
it's causing too many problems. Well, obviously, like,
Mate,
people are taking the
when I
piss of it.
saw, I've not used it, but when I saw they were offering it on like Uber Eats and Deliveroo, I'm like, mate,
Yeah, on
if
everything.
you have to Klarna, your takeaway then there is a problem.
Yeah.
And maybe this is one for another episode, but
for definite. I mean, the cab one is a good for an emergency situation.
Yes,
Actually, that's
yes.
not the worst thing. I quite like that idea.
Yeah.
But food, I've always just been a big believer of if I don't have the money on me, I can't fucking afford it. That's literally it. Like, it's not like, that's why I don't really like credit cards and stuff. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm a bit like, if I can't afford it, I'm not going to buy it. Like, because it's just that worry of going into debt. So nah, Klarna can fuck off. Like, that happening.
Good. I remember. Do you remember Wonga?
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I did use Wonga for a while, like back in the day, like years and years ago.
Yeah.
But like the interest rate was something like 999%. Like, it was ridiculous. But then they were like fucking people over, and so that they completely. Yeah,
people need money because everything's so bloody expensive, and people's salaries they're not matching what's going on with the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, I remember like in Ireland, for example, like, it's so cheap over there. Like, buying a house and stuff is ridiculously cheap, and like rent. And I remember them asking like, how much is your rent? And that was, we were living in a 3-bedroom house at the time of family, and I was like, well, like 1,700 nearly. And they're like, yeah, but you guys get really good salaries. And we were like, nah, like, that's just the rent. That's not that's not all the bills and stuff. It's just the rent alone. And then when you start explaining it to them, and then they're like, oh fuck, like, because they didn't realize like how expensive London is at the time. I was like, yeah, it's really expensive. Like, our salaries don't quite match what's going on with the world. So everyone's always broke and needing to take out loans and shit. It's just very difficult.
Exactly. People think the streets are paved with gold here. They're not.
It really is not. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's not end on a bad note. Let's not.
This is such a fun Christmas episode.
Yeah, they were like, bills, salaries, all broke. You know, like, Jesus.
Oh, it's better than what you wanted to talk about, which was assisted dying. So yeah.
To be fair, I didn't calculate it would be at Christmas we'd be talking about assisted dying. So it is a really good subject. We should discuss it.
I'm keen to debate it, but not.
But then I don't think that New Year's good for either, because I just like it's January and the last thing I want to talk about is assisted dying. Maybe it's a springtime conversation.
Maybe it's a spring conversation. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on assisted dying, guys? I'm curious to know. We touch on everything here. This very relatable podcast that you listen to. We don't fuck around. So
exactly. Yes.
How do you want us to finish for today's episode, my love?
Well, guys, this is the last episode of 2024. Mm-hmm. Just a big thank you from us to whoever you are out there who is still listening to our podcast. We love you. We appreciate you. And I've said this on our last few episodes now, that there is more to come. So please just trust us. We're working on it. We've got so much to fucking say, absolutely. We're not going anywhere. We're just trying to navigate life. At the minute.
January the 1st, we've cancelled pod. We've cancelled the podcast.
Sorry, this is our last year. This is an announcement on
It was a trial ride. It didn't work out. I want to add on to that. I definitely want to say thank you to everybody. I mean, obviously, we've had the first people who listen are friends and family, and those who have carried on listening to us, like, thank you for that. And if you don't even know us and you just like listening to what the shit that comes out of our mouths, like, we really appreciate it, because we have fun when we're doing it, and it's just something that we really enjoy doing, and we hope that you take something away from it, whether it's, we've had really great guests as well. Like, we want to thank like Becca and Nikki and Anna and Robin and Lena and Jamal, and I think that's everybody. I feel like we've done everybody. Hopefully we haven't missed anybody out, but they really added value to like the podcasts that we put on as well. And I know that there was stuff there that someone took away from one or two of our episodes. I think all those episodes for definite. Lena is up and coming, by the way. You'll hear from Lena very soon. She's on our one of our next.
Like Peckham.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you would have heard. Becoming like Peckham. You would have actually heard it, because this is coming out after her. But she's. That's what I meant by becoming. Not she's some famous person. Lynette, you're fucking lying.
I need to. Someone buy me a new fucking ring light for Christmas.
That's what you need for Christmas, mate. Fuck you, snooty. You need the ring light.
Oh, there we go. We'll finish in darkness. It's fine.
Brilliant. Absolutely. But thank you to everybody for listening. Thank you for staying with us. If you're new, and whatever country you're listening to us in, we're so grateful that you're with us. I have got stuff coming, we promise. We're just being a bit. We're two late 30-something-year-old women
Yeah.
Very busy and just don't always have time like to do shit for ourselves. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But we will catch you in 2025.
Yes. How
Have
exciting.
a lovely Christmas. Indeed, very.
Yeah.
Have a great
Feliz
Christmas.
Navidad.
Do you want it to...
Need like that.
What? But why? Why did I like it? Actually, that's my fucking highlight. You doing that bloody prayer that you did. Oh God! For old time's sake, do it one more time for me, Lynette. I love you.
Oh, hold on. Right,
being
put me on the
serious.
spot here, Lex. Right. Dios te salve María, llena de gracia. El Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte, en nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Brilliant. And that is how we're going to end our podcast for today.
That's it.
Oh God.
Love it.
Oh dear. Well, this
Merry
was
Christmas.
Merry Christmas was episode 18. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. And we hope you all have a really lovely time with family, friends, or whatever you're doing. If you're spending the day on your own, fucking brilliant. Enjoy it. Make sure you have a really good time. And we will see you all in the new year.
Yeah. See you then.
Bye.
Mood. We're relatable as fuck.